Hello everybody, this is Iced Blood. What? What is this? Yes, it is the return of the Mercenaries. Hello, welcome back. Resident Evil 4 rises again. We're going to be going back into this and unlocking that Handcannon. So, this is Krauser's last stage. We're on the island, or water world, or industrial complex, or whatever the fuck this thing is called. I honestly don't know. It's been a little while since I've been here, but, you know, this is still one of my favorite games. I still think I understand how this whole thing is going to work. Apparently not. My apologies. Let's start over. This is, generally speaking, my least favorite stage, for the most part, just because it's the most difficult to handle the boss enemies. However, thanks to Krauser's mystery arm, and the fact that his bow is stupid powerful, this is actually not that bad. As you can see, most of the enemies only take one arrow to die, which means it is very easy, assuming I can get the aim right, which is actually somewhat difficult. Assuming I can get the aim right, it's easy to keep up a combo. Toss in the fact that he has the Uber arm, as I'm going to call it now, because apparently I think Krauser looks German. Oh, Krauser does sound like a German name, doesn't it? I don't know. I don't know names. I'm assuming it is, though. It sounds like it. Anyway, let's stop this before I get inadvertently racist. Thanks to his arm, the actual the Doctor Salvador enemies actually are made somewhat trivial. So this is probably not going to be so bad. Actually, this is probably going to be the easiest time I'm going to have here on the island. Let's hope that's true. Oh, it did hit a few, okay. And really, okay, so I know that's just a mechanic. Like, if someone's throwing a projectile at you and you shoot in the right vicinity, you will knock the projectile out of the air. But think about how difficult it would be to use an arrow, just a standard arrow. You know, not an explosive tipped arrow or anything fancy like Hawkeye has in Avengers, but just a regular arrow to knock a hatchet out of the air. Like, that's a trick shot right there. Krauser's, like, he's had a lot of practice with this frickin' thing. Which is why I find it funny that we never see him use a bow and arrow in the core game, actually. Like, you know, he's using the standard, like, military issue submachine guns. I assume that's military issue. Who knows? Maybe I'm full of crap. In fact, I probably am. But, anyway, you know, he's got himself a gun, like any, you know, well-respected American soldier would have. And yet, here we have the Mercenaries, where he's got probably the most badass weapon in the series. I love this thing. I wish I could use it in the core game itself. I wish Leon could use one of these. But yeah, see, so we're not doing so bad. And the coolest part, and I think I mentioned this plenty of times before, every time we play as Krauser, what I love about him is the stuff he picks up is so easy to handle. Because he has one weapon, he has one type of grenade, and I don't know how I survived that. That was the most dangerous way to take out Doctor Salvador I think I've ever seen. Oh well, you see what I meant. He was trivial. That was ridiculous. And that's what we save his Uber arm for. So we've got to make sure that we keep it... now that we've used it once, we've got to prime it back up and make sure we keep it ready for the second one. Because once we get rid of the second one, it just comes down to finding more regular guys to keep up our combo. 40,000, we're already most of the way there. We're 2/3 of the way there. So, thing is, we don't have... Oh, crap. Oh, good. I'm glad that the arrow didn't stun him at all. Excellent. Alright, well, there you go. I guess that's not too much of a surprise, but let's try one more time. Same strategy, same everything. Actually, here's one thing we're going to change. So here's what I'm going to do. Let's see if we can't get some... Well, let's see if we... Can we hit the thing, please? Thank you. Ooh, that was cool. Just like walk right back and... Okay, here's the first one already. Lovely. Lovely. Let's get him up here, hopefully. There you are. Use the arm, and he's out. Alright. One down already. So we've got plenty of guys to prime up the arm and then we'll go after the second guy. We'll go after his brother, the other Doctor Salvador. Okay. Yep, that's what I thought. Let's get rid of the plagas. Get ourselves another badass front flip, because why not? You can die. You can die. And you can die. Alright. This one's looking a little better. So, I want to spend a little bit of time here talking about the future of Resident Evil on my channel. Okay? Because there's plenty of other Resident Evils, and plenty of them are on Steam, which is the easiest platform for me to get them. I could emulate the others, I suppose, and that's actually a really good idea. I'll have to see about doing that. But the thing is, the original Resident Evils I'm not particularly skilled at, so actually it might be fun to watch me, fail my way through them. Here's my thing. What I'm planning on doing in regards to this game is I'm going to try and unlock everything that this game has to offer. The Handcannon is the hardest thing to unlock, right? It's the thing I've never unlocked, which is probably why I went for it first. But there's also another weapon that is unlocked by beating the game on professional difficulty. At least I think that's how it works. I hope it's how it works, because here's what I'm talking about. Here's the plan, right? I've got a lot of series ongoing right now, but I definitely want to unlock everything that this game has to offer. I want 100% it. At the very least, I want to get all the unlockables, because I don't know about 100%ing. I'm not the completionist. Gerard probably has already done this. If he hasn't, I'm sure he will. I can't remember. Has he done that? No, he's only done 1 and 2. Alright, he probably will do 4, though. But anyway, never mind about other YouTube channels that I adore. Let's talk about this for my channel. I'm thinking of doing, after we do the bonus content, because there's a bit more. There's Assignment Ada, and then there's Separate Ways. After we handle the Handcannon, after we do Separate Ways and all that stuff, I'm thinking of coming back. I think I'm going to do a second run. Professional run, specifically, so that we can unlock everything we have. The thing is, that's of course going to be a little bit faster. I'm probably not going to do any of the cutscenes. I'm probably just going to go as fast as I can. But I think I'm going to do a second season, a second run of RE4. Not because, oh, I'm going to milk the series dry, but just because I have to do a professional run in order to unlock everything. So that's my current plan. If anybody's into that, they want to see that, please let me know. If they definitely don't want to see that, they want to see me do another game in the series, or they want to see me do another type of game, something like that. Again, let me know. This channel's, you're a big part of this. Anybody watching this is a part of this too. You have a say. I am not going to just unilaterally decide what to do without taking into account anyone's input. That's not how this is going to work. I have my plans for which games I want to play, but, public opinion matters. So there's my spiel. That's my plan for this series. We're going to get ourselves that Handcannon. We're going to go through the separate campaigns with Miss Ada, because she's badass and those campaigns are cool. But then I think we're going to go back to Leon and see what professional mode is like. Now, I think I may have mentioned how professional mode works. If not, I'll take a few minutes and describe it here. Just in case, might inform your opinion on whether or not you want to see it. The core game, alters itself based on how well you're doing. Okay? So let's say you're doing really well, nailing all those headshots, 360 no scope, all that crap that I don't understand because I don't play first-person shooters because I suck at them. Anyway, okay, so let's say you're doing really well. You're nailing all those headshots. You're not using that many items. You're being very conservative with your ammunition, all that kind of crap, right? You're doing really well. Then what's going to happen is the game is going to make itself harder, right? You're going to get less pickups. The enemies are going to drop less ammo. There's going to be more enemies in general, okay? All that kind of stuff. Like in those the arenas, basically, where like the first place in the village where you have that first major fight before the title card shows up. Right there. There's going to be more enemies. There's going to be less drops, stuff like that. Now, let's do it on the flip side. Let's say you're doing very poorly. Let's say that I suck. Let's say that I'm not getting any headshots. Say I'm missing half the shots that I have. Then what's going to happen is the game is going to make it itself a little easier for me. It's going to drop more stuff for me. It's going to give me more ammunition. It's going to have fewer enemies. It's going to make sure that I survive, right? So, what professional mode does is it doesn't actually make the game any harder. What it does is it puts it on the highest setting possible, assuming you're doing very well, and doesn't change, regardless of any circumstances. It will always be the hardest that it can be. Alright? It's like the Resident Evil 4 campaign heard that old army slogan. Be the best that you can be, because it wants to kick your ass. So that's how professional mode works. Now here's the other part. You know, you can do a second run of the game with just by like loading up your previous save, and you can start over with all your stuff. You know, New Game Plus is all the rage. This game has it. This isn't how professional mode works though. If I start a new run, it'll start from scratch. I'll have I'll start with the original handgun, and I'll get new weapons as they unlock. I won't be able to rely on anything that I got from a previous run. So that's the thing. That's what I'm looking at here. Now, another thing I'm probably going to do is after that's done and I unlock everything, I'm going to play at least a little bit more to showcase all the crap that we've unlocked. There's quite a few weapons that you get. This is dangerous. We got our 60,000. I should probably stop blabbering on about a game that I'm not even playing right now and survive. Do I have anything? Okay, let's see. How are we gonna do this? We're gonna do that, and then we're gonna run. We have plenty of ammo, but we've got a minute to survive, and I should have waited to pick this up. Great. Oh well. Alright, let's see if we can't make this work. Not that way, we're not. Okay, I'm actually kind of scared now. So anyway, but to bring it back, that's my plan. I want to do another run of the game, a professional run, be a lot quicker than the previous one because we won't do any cutscenes, won't mess around or anything like that. We'll just run straight through and see how we do. Oh, slow motion. Happens sometimes. I still haven't figured out why. Anyway, that's the idea. What do you guys think? You want to see that? That's my current plan. This is one of my favorite games of all time, and I really love playing it. So the excuse to play it again is definitely welcome for me. Also, it's one of the few games that I think I'm good enough at. Ignoring improper grammar, that's a terrible way to phrase it, but I'm good enough at this game that professional mode is an option for me. You know, harder difficulties, I tend not to get along with them very much, especially games like Devil May Cry and just other action games like that. Typically, the harder difficulties I can't handle. This one I can, so I think I'm going to. Alternatively, and here's the other thing I can do in regard to this series of games here. We can do the other ones. I have 5, I have 6, I have Revelations. Revelations 2 just came out. It's an episodic one. We might get that. And then there's, of course, 1, 2, 3, Code Veronica, etc., etc. So we could do those too. What do you think? What do you think about Resident Evil on this channel? Because I really like having it here, and I really want to see how it goes. So, you know, the floor is yours, my lovely audience. What do you think? In any case, there we go. Victory is ours. That's the 5-star rating with Krauser for the final level. That means next time we will see a brand new character, and we'll see how they go. We'll see how they do. All right then. Bye-bye.